A former head of the CIA has told the BBC he has no doubt there's an urgent need for tighter controls of biological laboratories around the world to prevent another pandemic similar to COVID-19. General David Petraeus says world leaders need to address the issue at next month's G7 summit in Cornwall. With more, here's our World Affairs editor, John Simpson.
We don't need reminding nowadays what a lethal and highly contagious virus can do to our world. Within weeks of its appearance in the Chinese city of Wuhan, COVID-19 had spread to almost everywhere on Earth. COVID and other dangerous viruses are studied here at Porton Down, Britain's top-secret centre for biological and chemical research. There are 50 or so top-level labs like this around the world, all of them tightly controlled. But there's another lesser category of scientific laboratories right round the world which also deal with dangerous pathogens and diseases. There are literally thousands of them, so many that the international agencies simply can't keep a proper eye on them.
It's just putting it in here.
Hamish de Breton-Gordon is one of the top international experts on chemical and biological warfare. I met him in northern Iraq several years ago. He stresses that most of the world's unregulated biological laboratories are probably above board.
But unfortunately, there are people who want to do us harm out there. And at the moment, I think these laboratories are a bit of an open goal. And COVID, the pandemic, has really been a sort of neon advert to every, terrorist, despot, rogue state and bad actor, that this is something that they could use to really create the terror they desire.
General David Petraeus, who was the commander of US forces in Iraq and then a head of the CIA, he believes strongly that the G7 should press for greater international control over the world's biological laboratories.
Virtually any American president would want to support an initiative like this. This is certainly something that the G7 could discuss in their upcoming summit meeting. The leaders of the world would have to take this forward. And again, it's hard for me to believe that there are any leaders out there other than some very rogue nations who would not sign up to a convention.
But there's no doubt in your mind that this is a serious threat.
Oh, there's no doubt about that.
There hasn't been particularly strong control of biological research because it never seemed especially worrying. Then COVID happened. Hence the calls to make sure there aren't any more COVIDs. John Simpson, BBC News.